Hey there! If you're planning to buy the best budget iPhone of 2025, you've come to the right place. I'm talking about the iPhone 13 series. Great performance, sleek design at an affordable price. For a used device, the most important aspect is the battery, so in this video, we'll dive into the battery life of the entire iPhone 13 lineup, so you can make an informed decision before your next move. For this test to be fair, I make sure everything's identical. First, all devices are running the latest software version, 18.3.1, so we know they're up to date. They're also connected to the same Wi-Fi network, ensuring no device has an advantage when it comes to internet speed. The volume and the brightness set to the exact same level on each device, so there are no differences that could influence the test. For the first hour, I'm going to leave our phones with their screens on, but without any apps running. So, no distractions or notifications during this phase. In the meantime, let's take a closer look at the iPhone 13 mini. It might be small, but it's definitely not lacking in features. With the A15 Bionic chip, it runs like a beast. Whether you're gaming, editing videos, or running apps, it's all smooth sailing. Powered by 2,406 mAh battery, and with 100% health, we'll see together how long it will last. The 5.4-inch screen fits perfectly in any hand and the phone is easy to use. But if you're someone who likes to watch movies, play games, or read books on your phone, you might be squinting your way to frustration. It's cute, but it's small. Let's go to the test again to see what results we have after the first hour. At the top of the leaderboard, it seems the iPhone 13 Pro Max is holding strong. Right behind it, the 13 Pro is holding steady in second place, showing impressive endurance as expected. The regular iPhone 13, it's doing pretty well too, and in last position is 13 mini with 6% lost. As we continue, it's time to test the performance. We move on, and for the next 2 hours, the phones will run YouTube videos with 1080p resolution. This will allow us to observe how the devices handle continuous video playback at full HD. In the meantime, let's see the details about the second phone in the test. Powered by a A15 Bionic chip, the iPhone 13 was released in September 2021, but the good news is that it's now available at a lower price since it's been a couple of years. It's everything you'd expect from Apple. Sleek, slim, and premium, with that iconic flat-edge design. With a 3,240 mAh battery, this phone promises a decent balance between power and portability. Currently, it's sitting at a health percentage of 84%, which is still pretty solid for a device of this age. As we dive deeper into our battery test, let's see what results we have after these 2 hours of YouTube. In first place, we have the iPhone 13 Pro Max, boasting a solid 81% remaining battery, followed by 13 and 13 Pro, who are neck and neck, tied in second place with their batteries still holding steady. And then, in last place, the iPhone 13 mini, with 66% remaining. I will continue to use my phones on the social media app TikTok for the next 2 hours, and that's exactly what's happening. No pauses. No breaks. Just pure, non-stop TikTok. During this time, we'll see the details about the iPhone 13 Pro, from its stunning display to the incredible camera system that redefines mobile photography. Compared to previous models, the processor is almost identical, but the camera system? Absolutely mind-blowing. Here we've got a triple lens setup, with a 12-megapixel wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto lens. Plus, that 3x optical zoom. With a slightly smaller 3,095 mAh battery, we have a health of 83% on this device. Now, that might sound a little low for a phone that's been used for a while, so we'll see together what the results will be. It's been a long journey so far, but we're in the middle of an intense test. 5 hours have already passed since the start of the test, and it seems that the trend is continuing. In first place, still holding strong, we have the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Tied for second place, we have the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro, each with exactly 50% as well. But then, in last place, the iPhone 13 mini. Poor little guy's struggling at 39%. I'm going to use one of the biggest consumers of the phone, video recording. For the next hour, the phones will record in 4K, 24 frames per second. Now, let me introduce the latest phone. With the largest screen of 6.7 inches, this device takes everything to the next level. Whether you're gaming, watching movies, or just browsing, this screen makes it feel like you're holding a mini cinema in your hands. Inside, you've got a massive 4,352 mAh battery, and this phone has 86% health. All phones have exceeded the 6-hour mark of continuous use. You'd think they'd be ready to call it quits by now, right? But nope, they're still going strong, pushing pixels and loading frames like nothing's wrong. I will continue to use them in game mode until they turn off one by one. Some will fail early, others might surprise me. It's a race against time. And here we have the first device that completely discharges. At 6 hours and 55 minutes, the iPhone 13 mini managed a good performance. Almost 7 hours of continuous use is an excellent result when you think about it. For a phone this compact, that's no small feat. Next to close is the 13 Pro model. Considering the poor battery health, I would say it also lasted very well. 7 hours and 5 minutes might not sound like a crazy number when we compare it to some newer models, but when you factor in how much wear and tear that battery has gone through, yeah, it's pretty impressive. I'm still left with 2 phones in the test, and after hours of heavy use, there's one model that stands out. The third one that's closing the race, it's the iPhone 13. I could easily say this is still an excellent model, because it delivered an impressive battery life. In fact, I was shocked by how long it lasted. If you're not looking to break the bank but still want a phone that can get you through the day without constant charging, well, this might just be the one. So after spending nearly an entire day putting these phones to the test, gaming, browsing, you name it, I'm ready to talk about what really matters: how the iPhone 13 Pro Max holds up in real-world use. With battery health already below 90%, it still managed to last 8 hours and 36 minutes. I mean, that's pretty impressive, right? For those of you who love big screens and are always on the move, this is definitely the device to grab in 2025. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about the test and which model would you choose.